Now we're going to talk about this 6-piece cut flower garden live plant by Sandra. So this is very cool because Sandra, our host here at QVC, she's partnered with the Roberta's team to come up with flowers that we can plant out in our garden, but we can cut them and bring them in to enjoy. Right? That's what we all want to do. $29.98 is your price, and your 3 easy payments, $9.99. It's M132119, and these are an annual. So that means you're going to be able to use these and cut these this season, and you're getting 6 growing plants. Go through each. There are 2 or 3 different plants that we're getting here, right?
Yeah, you're getting the zinnias. I love these. These are like layers upon layers of petals, this intense, rich, vivid pink. And these are probably the most flower factory plant you could have in the garden because right out of the box, probably they're going to be blooming, and they will not stop till the first or second frost.
Okay.
That's the zinnias right here.
Gorgeous.
Make great cuts because when you cut them, they produce more. Now, you're also getting the yellow snapdragons.
Beautiful.
I love snapdragons. It's a classic look. Again, major flower factory, and that yellow and the pink. Gorgeous. And then finally, you are getting our lovely purple. Now, these are called verbenas. They get a little bit taller than the rest of the collection. So in the garden, they look great because you have this sort of staggered look.
Yes, yes.
But in the vases, they also look good because they're sort of the wispy, like tall flowers. And then you have sort of like the meat and potatoes from the zinnia and the snapdragons.
Yeah.
And this is the look right here. So all 3 of these, when you cut them, they bloom more. And they look great in the garden, and they all bloom from spring through fall.
Perfect. All right, so we're getting home 6 of these plants, 2 of each. Where do we plant them? Is it going into the ground? Is it going into a container? Let's talk about it.
So you're going to do these in the ground ideally. You could do them in a container, but all 3 of the 3 varieties, 6 of your plants, you know, it's going to be a lot of space. So if you have a lot of containers, that's great. You could do this in a deck. But I would prefer to do this in the ground.
Perfect.
And really let them grow to their full, because you're going to be cutting them, and you don't want to have them limited by the container.
Right, all right.
And so the fun thing about
sun shade?
so full sun. You could do part sun, but full sun is best for these. These are all tough plants. They can handle a lot of heat. You know, this was curated by Sandra Bennett.
Yes.
She went to, at the beginning of the show, we saw our Michigan flower fields there. She went there and personally picked, you know, what looked the best in terms of color, but also in terms of growth.
Right.
So in the garden, they're gonna really have the same bloom period, the same needs and requirements.
Yeah, so they go together really well.
Yeah, and the whole point about this is certain plants, you know, you cut, you're not gonna get another flower the whole season. This you cut, you're gonna get a lot more.
Yeah.
So you can see the zinnias there.
They want you to cut them.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the zinnia. I love that because it really does pop right off of your flower beds. And here coming up at our trial gardens, that's Sandra with the verbena. You can see again just how many sheer flowers that they get. The butterflies, your pollinators love this collection too.
Nice.
And the thing about having pollinators is it's not just good for insects, it's really fun to watch.
Yeah.
It makes your garden come alive. So there's the verbena again. It's each stem is sort of a bouquet of these lilac colored flowers. What makes that so fun is that you're gonna have purple and yellow, which on the color wheel are opposites, so that really like complement each other.
Purple's
and then
my
you've got this
favorite color,
pink, which just like makes the whole thing vibrant.
Yeah. All right, so we put these in the ground ideally, give it a good amount of sun, but do the deer like these? You know, I'm always going back to those deer.
Yeah, no, they really do not have a preference for these.
Okay, perfect.
That's what I love about these. The verbena have a little bit of a fragrance to them that they don't love.
There you go.
And you know, here's the snapdragons. They're really thick. They're luscious. They're soft.
This is annual. You're getting
this whole collection is this year. Every photo that you're seeing is this year.
Wow.
Because you're right. These are annual, so they're not waiting for another year to get really big and flower. They're doing it all right now, 0 to 60. That's what makes this collection so fun. You know, here's some of the 6 starters that you're gonna get. And like here, we'll hold up this one. This is the verbena. So this one starter is one of your verbena. You're getting 2 of each of the varieties.
Yep.
So this is gonna grow to maturity this year. You're gonna have dozens and dozens of flowers that you can cut. And you know, again, don't forget you get the guide.
That's right. It makes it really easy. Just read, I'm telling you, read that thing before you plant your flowers. It's an easy read and it's so thorough, really knowledgeable. You'll go, oh, I can do that. That's why we love Roberta's, because they give us that. And you go, oh, that makes it gardening easy, and it makes you want to do it. $29.98 for 6 plants. That's a really, really good deal. 3 different varieties in that collection. It's M132119. So